Is it streaming? I don't know. I think so. Hold on, y'all. It said I set it up. It's supposed to premiere or something. Hold on. I have to check this really quick. I think it's streaming. I think I'm streaming. All right. Yeah, this is a lot more. Oh no, let me. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Hey, what's up, everybody? Um, I'm Jordan, digital marketer with a passion to help. Uh, Thank y'all for showing up to the second episode. The first episode, I went into the beginning of my journey and introduced you to me and how I've come to gather the knowledge that I have, and also how and why I'm able to help businesses, brands, and creatives thrive. And yeah, this is the second episode, and today we're going to go into my failures and the first couple challenges that I had. Now, hopefully, this is recording correctly. Hopefully, I'm live. It says stop streaming, so it did this yesterday, so I'm gonna move forward like it's streaming, and I tested it, so it should be fine. But I don't want to mess it up. Also, I'm not gonna be speaking for too long on here. I'm gonna try to keep it to 15, 20 minutes. Yesterday was a lot. Um, and thank you for the people that watched it. I appreciate you. I love you, and thank you. So yeah, my first. So like I was saying yesterday, at 19, I decided to put all my chips on digital marketing, and my first wave of clients were family and friends, or neighbors, family, friends. Anybody needed a website or to run some ads or anything. It wasn't until I got my first like an actual client at how old was I? 26. Yeah, I was around 26, and I got my first couple of serious clients. But before I go into that, let me give you some insight as to what challenges and failures can do to you as an entrepreneur, as a creative. And look, y'all, they can wear you down. They can wear you down. That's the tough reality. The big boys and girls learn at a young age to pick the successful ones learn to pick themselves up and keep moving, and that's not always the healthiest thing to do because you could lose yourself in that. And I tried to no, not right now, Ezra. Yeah, you can have some more. Go ahead, my son. um, these things do add up on you, and you don't want to shirk or push off human things for financial gain. Trust me. So from my failures, they affected me physically, emotionally, and mentally. So physically, from just the stress of the task I had taken on, and as well as just unhealthy practices, I picked up weight. The guy talking to this camera right now used to weigh 270 pounds. Okay, it's so funny because some people I know I used to be fat, and then like I meet some people now and they can't believe I used to be fat. But that was one of my. I was about 250 at the time because 270 was I was younger, and then I lost all of that weight, but then it came back when I decided I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and the failure started mounting up, and guess what? So did the calories. Um, Late night eating. Don't eat after 10 o'clock. Never, never eat after 10 o'clock. I'm not talking about like a snack. I'm not saying you can't have a candy bar, but having late night combo meals will, it's going to be waiting there for you in the morning. Um, yeah, uh, don't do that. Um, Mentally, I had so much pressure with like, okay, I've got to just making the money, making the money, getting the clients and everything. Because I talked too much when I first. That's another thing. Don't tell anybody you start a business or anything. I think subconsciously they don't want you to succeed. Um, I think, I think that, but yeah, mentally it was depressing. It was depressing mentally. Um, what else? Um, Also, my mentor I had a business mentor from SCORE, a nonprofit organization called SCORE. It set me up with a business mentor. I get to know the dude. We're super cool. Uh, and I told him my plan for my digital market agency. I was going to change the world. I was going to push the black dollar forward. I was going to do all this stuff. And he was like, older Caucasian male was like, hey, I don't know if I'm fit to tell you this, or maybe I shouldn't, but, I really like you, and I just don't want you to get the wrong idea, Jordan. And I was like, what? What's going on, John? And he said, I don't want to quote, I'll try to paraphrase. He basically said, where we're at right now, there are not going to be enough people to sign up that can like support me financially or something. Like he was basically saying we weren't ready for a digital marketing expert in Baltimore to change everything around. And I went off. Not like yelling at him, but I'm like I tried to frame it as like you're the problem because of you putting those words into the atmosphere and you not seeing this as an opportunity to change things permanently. You're part of the problem. Blah blah blah. We it was a we. I lost that business mentor, and then as time went on, and I started getting occurrences with clients, I started to realize not that he was right, but there were some things about okay, he was right, but he wasn't right. He wasn't right. What he said wasn't right, but the conditions that led him to that thesis were based on facts, if that makes any sense. Like, I just think he didn't say it right, and I think he should have said it right. I can't remember verbatim, but like, it was coming off like, oh, y'all not ready to succeed, basically. And I went in and we kind of fell out. I haven't talked to him in a while. But he was right about it not going to work. Let the reasoning and all that stuff fall where it may, but that was eating me up too. Um, yeah, so I had the physical, I was overweight, I was stressed, behind on bills, um, and I had no purpose. I was acting through a path that my father vicariously started for me. So I'm on this digital marketing thing, but the only reason I was in digital marketing was because my father told me to. And then everything just kind of like the room got dizzy. The room like started moving. And I realized like what am I doing? This is what my father wanted me to do. And then I was like I'm trying to make him proud. And then I realized but one he's gone. He's passed away. I don't want to do marketing like this, and then I realized, like, what am I doing? I quit my job. I did all this stuff because I have the knowledge, I have the skills, I have the everything I need to do it, except it wasn't at that moment, it wasn't in my heart. Like, providing services was not in my heart. And I loved working with business owners, working with artists, whoever, creatives, chefs, whoever, to help them learn the digital marketing that they needed. So I started realizing that I love teaching people, I love helping people, and I started helping some people with a little shortcut. Like, hey, my services cost 1,500, and I know you can't afford that, but how about if you get a strategy, I'll break down how you can hire an intern, or, like, you can hire somebody to run this for you, for cheaper than what you would have paid me. I can show you how you can run this on your own. Oh, really? Like, yeah, yeah, I got you. Then they go ahead, and then I've onboarded a couple people's, like, interns or whatever, and worked perfectly. They got it. Everybody was happy. Intern gets some money, or whatever new position gets some money. They're saving some money, and I'm making some money. Um, everybody was happy. Let me turn this off. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting better with the setup was a lot easier today. If this works, the setup was a lot easier, and I'm going to keep it short, simple, sweet, and just keep giving y'all the raw facts of my journey, and making sure that you can always reach out to me, drop a comment, and I will help you get through with your I will help you get through your issue. Um, doop doop doop. So yeah, I gained weight. Mentally, I was stressing and pressure. I was under pressure. Um, and then spiritually, I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know where I was going spiritually at 28, because I had started at 26, and then by 28, this is where all my failures started. Like, what are you doing? I had a kid too, y'all. I don't want y'all to think like I had my son after my failures. No, I had my son and was failing. I watched Pursuit of Happiness. I thought, like, okay, I'm gonna get my break. I'm gonna get my breakthrough. I just gotta keep working. And yeah, that wasn't it. So yeah, I had the physical, mental, spiritual failures. I had failed as a brother, cousin, son, father, friend. Because I had not cut off a lot of people. I went into isolation mode and was with a list. I went into isolation mode with a list. And I thought I was going to be crossing off names and everything as I rose to infamy. But that didn't happen. And I didn't I didn't make as much as I needed to. It was like, imagine you're check to check. Imagine you're check to check, right? Like, you need $3,000 a month. You get 1,500 every 2 weeks, right? This was like I need that $1,500 check, and I got 700, or I got 1,000, and I'm like, what? This isn't right. And I go to HR, and I open the door to HR, and it's me. That's the reality of being an entrepreneur, not making enough money and all that stuff. When your check is wrong and you go to HR, it's you. It's you. It's you with a clipboard or something, whatever HR professionals do. And no offense to any HR professionals. I'm sorry. You guys probably don't carry a clipboard. I said that to be funny. Um, but yeah, at the end, the buck stops with me. If I don't make that 1,500, it's on me at the end of the day. So then it was more pressure because I'm seeing that I'm slowly falling behind in my bills and payments. My car got repossessed. Um, and I ended up, y'all, this is crazy. I'm surprised I'm sharing this live. I'm being vulnerable, and let this be a lesson to you in your journey as an entrepreneur, artist, creative. Be vulnerable with these people, and the less vulnerable you are, the more you could tell it you're worried about strangers' opinions. I promise you, strangers are the one that are going to change your life. It's not your family. Your family and friends' opinions are not going to change your quality of life. So imagine you're hiding stuff from your family and friends, or you're being vulnerable with your family and friends, and it's ruining your life, and you're refusing to be vulnerable with strangers that could save your life. And we're programmed to do that. We're programmed to care about what other people think, opinions, and stuff. Luckily, my father sat me down at a young age, probably like 10. I think I was in middle school. And he was like, don't worry, don't care about people's opinions. Because then you'll never get ahead. Because some people walk away from a conversation like, I don't care. I don't care. And then like 2 hours later, they're like, yeah, I still don't care. Like, okay, why are you talking about the thing you don't care about? You obviously care about it. Like, I don't know. Why are you saying you don't? Like, over and over. Like, that's like that person that's like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Like, okay, then shut up. Shut up if you don't care. But they do. And we're programmed to, even though we say we're not. Where am I? I'm sorry, I'm rushing. So yeah, I ended up with my son at my mom's house. And I'm skipping over no, I'm not skipping. I had started going on a tangent with caring about people's feelings. Back to it. But yeah, part of your journey, be vulnerable. Like I'm being vulnerable right now. I was I was 28, 20, 28 with a newborn at my mom's house, divorced, um, car repossessed, clients not paying, clients lying, changing their mind. I literally went through the worst possible scenarios with clients. One time, I almost got into a fight with the client. Now, me and him ended up being extremely cool afterwards, but just on some hood, like some like just some Baltimore stuff. And I'm like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. And that was like when I realized, like, I'm trying to help. I'm helping you make money, and you're disrespecting me. What? And then I'm like, do you have anybody else on your team? No, nobody else. I'm the only one helping you, and you're lashing out at me. But my emotional intelligence, I knew he was under the same type of stress I was under, and we resolved it amicably. But just that getting into that whole situation was like, yeah, I can't believe I'm at this point. So that was one of my rock bottoms. But yeah, so the first, how much time I got? Okay, I'm gonna hurry up. So the first, it's kind of a success. It's kind of it's more of a sad note than a failure. It was a challenge. Um, my very first client, one of my very first clients was, I think I said it in the last time, he had a youth organization. He had an at-risk youth nonprofit, where he would find the at-risk youth, get them playing football, teach them lessons, how to be a man, how to do your whatever, keep a job, he's helping at-risk youth, like hands-on, 100%. Like, I think he was supposed to get the news station and everything. He was supposed to get the news involved. We were talking about um, going to the Chamber of Commerce and everything. The first time I had a meeting with him, first time I have a meeting with him, I come prepared. I came 100% prepared, and I'm taking notes and everything. And he's like, he tells me his whole spiel, takes about 30 minutes, and I'm like taking notes the whole time. And then afterwards, he's like, I know that was a lot and all that stuff. And I just, I want you on my team so that blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hold on, let me recap for you. And I like recapped everything. And he was like, he got emotional. I'm not going to say he started crying. He got emotional. And he's like, yo, you're the first person to like listen and actually XYZ ABC. And I'm like, yeah, I got you. And he broke me. He broke me off. He broke me off. Like, yo, you're the first person to do. Gave me 250. I'm like, oh yeah, this is one of my first clients, y'all. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in the right business, baby. And then I'm like, I got so high off of that. I'm like, yeah, I'm in the right business. I've gotten some crazy tips, y'all. The biggest tip I ever got was $400, and I was like, I thought the client sent it by mistake. That's how I was like, what? He was like, yeah, I'm gonna send you a tip, and it shit came through. Oh, it came through. What happened? Yeah, it just popped up like 400 on my Cash App, and I was like, he said tip. Maybe he meant to send 40, right? Maybe he put an extra zero there. And I called. I was like, yo, you sent 40? I mean, you sent 400 instead of 40? He said, no, no. Yeah, that's you. That's 400 for you. And I'm like, yo, a $400 tip? Get out of here. Yeah, I was getting to my head with consulting and really helping people. Like, that's how relieved they are that you've helped them out of that situation. So anyway, with my client Cuddy, and this is a challenge. This is where the challenge comes in. Me and Cuddy are making progress. We've got the website, we've got traditional marketing in place, and we've got digital marketing in place now, which completely transformed how he had been in person doing things. So now he's able to say, go to the site, sign up, come to our next event, follow us, XYZ, able to run ads in the area targeting people for the events that he was having. And it was like a nice little, I'm doing my job um, as a digital marketer, right, for him. And he wanted me on his team too. Everything's going great. Everything's going great with Cuddy. And out of jealousy, I don't know all the details, but allegedly, out of jealousy, his friend shoots him and broad daylight, murdering him and leaving his Cuddy's daughter, 4-year old daughter behind, or 3-year old daughter behind. Um, and it was just that quick. Like, he's gone. Like, he's gone. And that really messed me up. Cause then I'm thinking, if I hadn't helped, and I had to get therapy. Let me tell y'all, I'm getting a little worked up now. I had to get therapy because I was under the impression, oh, damn, I'm doing this live. Uh, all right, no, I got it. I was under the impression that if I hadn't have helped him, if I hadn't been working with him, he would still have been alive. And I felt like I was part of the reason why, and that messed up my head. Yeah, and I had to get some therapy. And it's like, that person might have done it regardless. And then also I don't know all the details, so it's like no point in being that hard on myself for that situation without all the information. And then even still, it's my job at the end of the day. Oh, you can hear my therapy. But that was a challenge. Overcoming that, like, dag, I'm I'm in the heart of the problem I'm trying to fix. I wanted to fix, and it's getting dicey because if I'm thinking like, okay, if I help somebody and they blow up, are they in danger? Like, so do I not help them as much as I can and all this stuff? Um, so then after that, I'm trying to find, I'm back to I deal with that. Then I'm trying to find good clients, and I'm trying to find good clients, but I kept finding bad ones. And then I'm learning that, like, okay, some of these people are ready to, they just want, like, what do I have to click on? And it's like, okay, well, if I give you advice, like, there's going to be an invoice. Like, I can understand a free consultation. If you just need some general advice, maybe. But, like, if you're like, you have a specific problem and you want somebody to troubleshoot it or whatever, like, yeah, I'm gonna pay. Yeah, I'm gonna charge you. You're gonna have to pay for my time, my work. Like, who's going to a plumber like, hey, can you fix this pipe? And then, like, they start fixing the pipe and they're like, are you gonna charge me? Like, yeah, I'm gonna charge you. What are you talking about? But I found that they're they're bad clients, and you got to find out who your bad clients are, or bad customers, um, liars, opportunists, um, lazy. I've dealt with lazy are the word. I'd rather somebody steal from me, and I hate thieves, than to be lazy around me. Oh God, I can't stand lazy because I'll say this, and then I gotta wrap this up. I don't mind lazy if you're not complaining. Like, if you're like, you're just like lazy every day and your life's going great, you're the envy of half the world. To be lazy and take care of all your problems, and that's that's a plus. That's good to me. But if you're lazy and you're complaining, like you dropped, I'm like serious lazy. Like, you drop the remote on the floor and you're like, oh, it's on the other side of the bed. I can't believe I dropped the phone on the. I can't believe I dropped the remote on the other side of the bed. I'm gonna have to get up, go around the other side of the bed. Then I'm gonna have to pick it up. Then I'm at. You could have picked. You could have got it by now. Like, in my mind, the way I've worked and my work ethic, my morals and ethics, get up, get the remote. Nobody wants to hear your complaints. Nobody has to. Nobody should hear your um, bottomless complaints about stuff you can fix like that. If you're missing a leg and you're complaining, okay. If you're lazy and you're missing a leg and you're complaining, yeah, you're probably depressed. But um, that makes sense to complain about something you can fix. And the remote thing was the perfect example. Like, this person is complaining about something they can fix within I'm not exaggerating, within a couple of seconds, and they're complaining, and it's like, well, fix it. It's not that easy for everybody. But yeah, so after Cuddy, I was stuck with a dilemma of finding good clients and weeding out bad clients for my own mental and financial health. And I just kept coming up short. Or if I did find a good person, they couldn't afford me just yet. And it's only been maybe one or two people that paid me back, and I was not expecting that at all. So yeah, and then like I was saying earlier, my mentor, everything my mentor was saying had said, started showing itself, and he, like I said earlier, he was right, but I don't think he should have said it the way he said it, because the way he said it put me on defensive immediately, and I attacked. Like I went, like I'm like, no, you're not gonna say no stuff like that. You're not gonna say no stuff like that to me. Um, and then like a year later, I'm like, oh God, maybe now's not the right time for this. Yeah, maybe Baltimore needs this in 10 years. Yeah, because the everybody, a lot of people had the I'm going to struggle until I make it type of mentality. And if you're believing that, you're making yourself struggle. And you're like, no, 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 I gotta go through this struggle. Stop. Don't call it you don't have to say struggle. When you bring that energy into the conversation for what you're doing, it turns it into a struggle. Um, so for people to think that they have to struggle or they have to hustle in order to be happy or to thrive is sad, because you don't. And then also I've seen people hustle backward. A lot of people hustle backwards. Like if you're hustling to make ends meet, something's horribly wrong. You shouldn't have to hustle is to stay ahead. Hustle is not to catch, or you might have to catch up, but it's not like a way of life that keeps you perpetually behind, your standards. Um, that's not hustling. That's hustling backwards or stagnant hustle. Oh, I got to make this move over here, and it's like, well, why don't you? If you have to keep making this move, why don't you work out a better move? Like work out a better move for yourself. Easier said than done, though. But yeah, so I've droned on and on about the mental, uh, physical, and spiritual problems I had. Let me introduce you to my solution and method for overcoming, how I overcame this. I just wanted to set the stage for y'all that, like, I've been through it. I've helped a lot of people. I've learned a lot of stuff. I've been in digital marketing for 16 years now. And I've helped celebrities. I've helped startups. I've helped establish businesses. And at the end of the day, it all boils down to who's in charge and what are they telling people to do, because people will let you ruin your business. That's why sometimes it's also very good to keep a job sometimes. Because that stress is, yeah, people will ruin you. Sorry. People will ruin your business. What's up? I can't say ruin. People will ruin your business. I don't know. Excuse my French. I don't know. Ruin. I don't know what happened right there, and I'm upset that I can't edit that out. I'm gonna get better and better at YouTube Live. Um, but I love y'all. Thank y'all. Make sure to follow me on Instagram _Jordan Taylor Davis. Um, I will be on Instagram, I think by next week. I wanted to see how a week of this went. But anyway, how I overcame. Um, it sounds cliche, right? But I want y'all to know that since 2018, my life changed completely. When I hit that rock bottom, when I think my son asked me for like ice cream cone or so. He asked me for something, and I did not have the money. And not only did I not have the money, I had just argued over a subscription payment and got that payment back, and I just was so defeated, y'all. I was so defeated because it's like, damn, um, I just was fighting for like $20, and now my son wants XYZ, and I can't even get that. And then I'm like, I was walking with him to the from the store, and I'm like, what am I doing? Here I am with my son, running a failing business. Because I thought that, like, okay, remember I told you on the last video, the 10-year mark, I was at the 9-year mark, and I'm thinking, okay, so this got to be it. Next year's got to be it. Um, and it was, but not in the way I thought it was. So 2018, I started overcoming my challenges by meditating, exercising, and praying daily. I'm going to say it again. By meditating, exercising, and praying daily. I'm going to say it one more time. By exercising, meditating, and praying, I overcame my mental, spiritual, and emotional challenges, stress, fatigue. I did not have a grip on a solution. I did not have a grip on a path out of it. I was stagnant and slowly going back while running as hard as I could forward. And it was like a dream. And I, like, the hallways are stretching or whatever. And I'm like, oh. It was like that. Yeah. It was like that. If I hadn't, it saved my life, y'all. It saved my life, and it changed my life. And I'm not talking a couple push-ups. I'm not talking a couple push-ups, and a couple like closing my eyes and saying words in my head, and closing my eyes and saying thank you, God. That's what I thought prayer and meditation was. Till I really got into it. Daily prayer. 10-minute prayer. 10 minutes. 10-minute prayer. Daily. And it got to a point my mom had never seen me like pray like that. So she would like, I'd be praying in my room and she'd like knock. And she's like, Jordan? And I'm praying, right? And I'm like, and then I'm praying she doesn't open the door, right? And then she opened the door and, oh, I didn't know. Oh, okay. And I'm like embarrassed in my mind. And then it goes away and I'm working through everything with prayer, meditation, and exercise. But let me also tell you, that's not the perfect solution, y'all. Diet and exercise is the perfect solution. Diet, exercise, meditation, prayer. I wasn't eating right. I still eat bad from time to time. But yeah, exercise, meditation, and prayer daily. So meditation for 10 minutes, a 7-minute prayer. I was spending 20 minutes at least meditating and praying. At least. And then I got up to a point where I was doing 30 minutes of meditation. What's up? How can I help you? Don't touch it. Don't touch it. What? What are you about to do? What's up? No, it's got a magnet in it, Ezra. You could have messed up the... Yeah, that's got a magnet. Magnets mess up computers, okay? Okay. All right. I'm almost done. So yeah, daily exercise.
Wait, why is it...
Ezra, not right now. I'm making a video, okay? Go out the room. Shoot. I forgot where I was at. 10 minutes of meditation, 7 minutes of prayer, and an hour exercise. The meditation helps with seeing yourself successful, helps with figuring out, finding your patterns. And one of the techniques I learned was self-observation. Changed my life, y'all. Look it up. I can't do to. I'm not like a guru, whatever. I can't teach people how to do it or whatever. But self-observation. Let yourself see yourself, and then more importantly, what I did was imagine. And this was mind blowing for me. This might not change y'all. It might. It might not. I'm wrapping up. Um, Imagine a super successful version of yourself that is they're so rich and successful or thriving that they have a viewport like a looks maybe it looks like an eye or something, and they can see into the past, and they're looking at you. They're looking at what they used to look like. So in that exercise, you know what a successful version of yourself looks like, and then you can even see I can see a successful version of myself with time travel technology. Maybe not everybody can do that, but in my mind, I could see myself looking at myself from the future with like a device or something, and just that lets me get out of myself, and like I'm seeing myself from the future, look at myself at the now, and I'm not happy, or I know it's going to change, or it helps me manifest. Um, Prayer, you need prayer. Um, I used to, my prayers were like those little short, sweet ones. Thank you for everything, God. Thank you for the bond. Thank you for mine. Thank you for the bond. And that was that. I swear to God, that was my prayer for up until 28. Then my prayers started getting super complex and long. Like so, some people pray don't even last a minute. So like really find what your connection with God is. If you don't believe in God or you're agnostic, atheist, I hope my content still um, can help you. If you don't believe, that's fine. I believe in God. I love God. I have a connection with God, and more importantly, God loves me. I don't get into religion or anything, but I do get into God. Uh, yeah, I'd stay away from religion, but definitely prayer, meditation, diet, and exercise. And out of those, I only did exercise, meditation, and prayer because, like, I'm very honest, transparent person. I wasn't eating right. Um, I'm just getting my diet under control. This past year and a half, I've really been like, you can go on my Instagram and see me going vegetarian and sharing all my meals and stuff and cooking. But yeah, these last couple years, I've got a good grip on it. So for 7 years ago, though, I've been doing this now for 7 years, the meditation, prayer, exercise, and I didn't look like I was in shape until I started losing, until I started eating right, because I've been working out every day for 7 years. But then I eat right for a year, and I can see my six pack, and I'm like, and then I eat bad, and it goes away. So exercising every day is good for your bones, but you have to eat right too to get like the optimal version of yourself. You have to eat right. You have to not starve, but you have to fast. Let your body be naturally hungry to activate certain enzymes and stuff and proteins, whatever. But yeah, that's how I overcame my challenges. The death or murder of my first client, getting repossessed, the failures, the pressure. I've also had people very close to me um, yell at me that I'm a failure. I can't do anything. I'm divorced. I've even been, oh man, I've even been called a deadbeat. And the reason they called me a deadbeat was because I didn't give them money. And then I'm a deadbeat. And I'm like, I thought deadbeats don't take it. I had to like, wait a minute. My son's with me. What are you talking about? How am I a deadbeat? Deadbeats don't take care of their kids. What are you talking about? And I started to get like worked up, and I was like, wait a minute. I have my kid. What are you talking about, deadbeat? You're trying to mess with my feelings, and it worked for like. I'm not gonna act like that shit didn't get to me. It got to me for like a couple days, and then I was like, wait a minute, I have my kid. Um, so yeah, the thing I want to challenge you to do, um, if you've watched this, please comment your biggest challenge that you have either overcame or that you need help overcoming. Don't be afraid to reach out in the comments. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. You can also find me on Instagram or email me. You know, if you have any problems or you want to talk through something, I'm here for you, 100%. Always will be. So yeah, so this is what I'll end it with this. I'll end this episode issue. One, find your purpose. If I had found my purpose a long time ago, I would have been a lot further, because we're thinking money and I can do that, or I wouldn't mind doing that to get the money to get to the thing you want. Go for the thing you want first. Put your purpose in life first, and everything else will fall in place. And then if you're thinking, I don't know my purpose in life, it's okay. You can work on it slowly, figure it out. But I promise you, things will change dramatically once you put your purpose first. You'll see everything else just follows right behind it. And love yourself, and get some goddamn therapy. If you keep talking to yourself about a situation or something, and nobody knows you're talking to yourself about the situation, get some therapy, get some help. Or if you don't have to have a therapist or whatever, go find a stranger that you can, a non-partial third party that might have some wisdom to help you. That's like, talk to somebody about that. Um, so find your purpose, make the change, make that change that you need. Make the change. Don't talk about it. Don't think. Well, yeah, think about it, but don't talk about the change, because then you'll be telling it to people that are subconsciously holding you back. They don't know they're holding you back. They're not doing it on purpose. You say, I'm going to stop smoking cigarettes. And they come from left field. Didn't you say that last year? You know, like, you shouldn't be smoking anyway. You know, they might say something to whatever dissuade you, but 100% make the change you need for a better life. Um, Whether that change happens day by day, or no, hold on, what? Day by day. I put day by day in my notes. I'm trying to figure out what. Hold on. Make the change. Oh, keep moving forward. No matter what you're going through, whether you're grieving, um, depressed, sad, let down, go day by day if you have to. If you can't get through it day by day, listen to me. Go hour by hour. If you can't get through the day, look at the next hour. I'm telling you. If you can't get through the day, if you can't go day to day, go hour by hour. If you can't go hour by hour, go minute by minute. If you can't go by minute, stop what you're doing. Call 311. Tell them you are having a serious problem and need some help. That's a joke. It probably shouldn't be. Mental health's not a joke, but get some help. If you can't go minute by minute, yeah, something's wrong. I'm sorry, I can't. People are gonna probably clip this later in my life and try to whatever, but if you need some, get some help. If you need some help, get some help. To me, it sounds like you need some help. I'm not saying you need meds and a straitjacket. I'm just saying, you need a non-partial, knowledgeable third party that can help you navigate those issues and work on healthy solutions so that there's a better you at the end of the equation. Um, Being vulnerable. Think about how vulnerable the people you love, the successful people you love, are the celebrities and um, whoever else is in the public face that you love. Look how vulnerable they are. Do you want to be that successful? You know, how vulnerable are you willing to be? You really got to figure out these things before they find you. So you find your purpose, make the change, go day by day, night, hour by hour if you have to, and most importantly, y'all. And I'm way over my time. But most importantly, never give up. I've never even considered giving up with the failure of the publishing company, my marketing agency. I've had multiple marketing agencies. Um, some of the projects I've had, I've never given up. If they failed, they failed. And I'm okay with that because I take that experience, I get up, and I go at it again. Um, Not a lot of people can do that. It's hard. It's a wonderful skill to have, but you can lose yourself in it. You can lose you can lose a lot in it. But what's more important? You got to make that final decision on where you're going to be at in your life, what you're going to do as a creative entrepreneur, brand business owner. Um, it's the buck stops with you. Every decision, you're responsible for every decision. You're responsible for every failure. Taking accountability for the situation will help you get through it. You know, Stop pointing fingers, stop blaming. It's not the economy's fault. And like these are the hard truths that never caught on, like on my Instagram and Facebook and stuff. Um, it's not the economy. You made bad decisions, and they caught up, and the decisions you made change your life. It's not the economy. Prices are going up, so you should be saving. You should be cutting corners. If you see money is getting spent elsewhere, hey, get off brand. Hey, cook all your meal. You might have to cook all your meals. You know, you might have to eat noodles. You know, but what I think is unacceptable is to know, okay, I've got a $20 budget this week, or I've got a $50 budget for groceries, and you spend 75, and then at the end of the month you're $100 over your budget, and you don't know where. Now you need to borrow $100 because you spent an extra 25 for every week. It's that simple. You are responsible for that financial problem. And I'm saying it because I went through it, y'all. I'm not saying it from like I'm sitting on a moral high ground, like no. Like no, I'm right next to y'all. Like I've been there. I did that. I messed up. I messed up. And yeah, when you accept it, like messed up. Just promise yourself it'll never happen again, and take the steps to ensure it never happens again, y'all. But yeah, prayer, meditation, exercise help me overcome my challenges, overcome my problems. Also, I got some therapy and a 9 to 5 corporate job, and yeah, I got myself back together, and now I'm in the best position possible to help y'all, to teach. And here's a quick failure. I was trying to educate people on Instagram and Facebook for the past couple of years while I was building Love Blurds and Advent Wildfire Genesis, because I thought it would be like infotainment type vibes, and it was kind of working, and I went viral a couple times, but I think I'm gonna stay 100% on YouTube with the education and helping people learn stuff. So hopefully this weekend I'll have an update. I'm writing an ebook right now. It was supposed to be done January 1st, but I'm having problems going through the editing. I'll probably show y'all the editing. I'll show y'all the ebook tomorrow, and also I should be able to tell y'all what course I'll be putting together first. If you have an idea for a course or there's something you need to learn, let me know in the comments, and I'll make sure to consider it. So yeah, with that, I love y'all. Thank y'all for listening. I'm glad you were able to tune in to this second episode breaking down my challenges, how I overcame them, and why I'm here now today, happy, moving forward. I love y'all, and please enjoy the rest of your day. Please enjoy the rest of your day, y'all. Love y'all. Love, peace, chicken grease.